Hey, peace and one love, ladies and gentlemen. This is your brother Garfield, and this is another episode of the Brother Garfield podcast, where every Friday I get to interview some of the greats within the African American community, or the Black community, or Africans within the diaspora, and we talk about them and what they have brought to the table of consciousness and so forth. So today I have on one of my community, somebody Black community or African, somebody who I respect and I've known for years, ladies and gentlemen, long donkey years, and somebody who I admire. One, because of his positive spirit or energy. This is a brother, whenever you speak to him or come around him, you always get an energy of enlightenment or some sort of positivity. So this is what this brother has brought and influenced me for the last 20 years. And I want to introduce him to those who don't even know him. And here we go. So ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you my big brother, my big brother, my brother for life.
A lot of mercy.
King Simon, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing today, brother King Simon?
Wow, Garfield. Brother Garfield, we are set.
Smile. Nobody can beat that smile or take that smile away, man. For years. Hey, I'm gonna see I'm on the Akan symbol. We Jamaican and we have the Akan. We bring that energy everywhere we go.
That's right.
Well, first of all, where you get that from? Come, we have to go copy and get one.
I got it from ancient Aura jewelry, man. Aura is a brother, man, that sell the black ones, man. I'll send you his link. Good dude, man. Good brother.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. And by the way, too, King Simon always promoting somebody. So you see, he just told us about this brother right here. He's promoting him right away, telling you his jewelry store and where to get it from. This is like the greatest promoter in the history of the conscious community, man. I mean, all them debates that you see Sonnet ever kept, and you see a flyer. Once you saw a flyer, you know King Simon is the one that put that flyer out. Sonnet will be calling, yo, I don't see no flyers, brother. You know, they out there, Sonnet. They out there.
Well,
Let me ask you this, man, because you have a long road in a long life that you've lived. You've lived a life that many people wish they had lived.
Yeah.
And I know you from a little kid, man, when you were Simon Templar, the artist. And I didn't want to play no music or nothing, but for people who don't know, you come out of the reggae dancehall arena. Yeah. You were a popular guy who was making money and doing shows all over the world at one point. So why don't you tell us about that part of your life,
man?
So people who don't know that.
That, first of all, thank you for allowing me to be on your platform, brother. It's always a respect to you, man, and your family. I hope the family is well. I hope everybody's doing well, man. You know how if a family ain't good, the man ain't good. That's how it is.
There you go.
That's how I see it. So, coming out of a Jamaican Cuban family, you know how it is, man. And acknowledging that, that's all we had ringing through our ears from Jamaica to New York to Canada, England, wherever we go, we see that's what we had. So, on my father's side now, I found out from my auntie that, Grace Jones is part of my family on that side, so entertainment again. And then on my mother's side, the disco diva, Susie Q was my cousin, direct second cousin there. So, I was always in between that entertainment thing. And the year that I was born, and I wasn't born in Jamaica, I was born in America, but my father and mother sent me to Jamaica the year I was born with my grandmother. And they tried to keep me there for a certain amount of years. So I've been back and forth between there and there. But the year I was born, my father opened up a nightclub where he was playing all of the alternators, the Dennis Brown, and the Jamaicans listen to R&B also. We used to listen to all them old school, because Studio One, who I met, Cox and Dodd, brought a lot of the music from America to Jamaica and had Leroy Sibbles and Heptones and all them sing it over. So
by the way, I'm related to Leroy Sibbles, right?
That's my boy, man. He's Aquarius. He's Aquarius like me. So that's my brother. Brought him to town like.
So when you talk to him, ask him about Mr. Reed's son.
I'm gonna hit him up. I thought you was related to Junior Reed, to tell you the truth. That's who I thought you was related. Junior Reed, I didn't see him last name. So, but
like you related, but we just don't know yet. That's
But I come to find out that Dennis Brown was a part of my family too. So it's crazy. So my last name is Brown. So, but growing up in that family, my father opened in that club the year I was born. And so music has been ringing through my ears for years. And your children are supposed to take it to the next level. Now, my father never really met Dennis Brown. He knew Cox and Dodd and those people because he used to get the music from Jamaica and bring it up here. Mm-hmm. But when I grew up and my cousin started DJing and I started DJing, I'm the one that took it to the next level, got into the business of performing and doing my stuff, and then meeting all these artists after that. You know what I'm saying? Because, I've worked SOBs and I ran SOBs for a long period of time, but I was a reggae artist that was under the Master Blaster record label, Clive Hudson, the late, great Clive Hudson, who got his music from Ja Life. Ja Life was the one that produced Barrington Levy's Broader Than Broadway rhythm, which came out of Black Roses. You know what I'm saying? So I got that rhythm. So when you see Black and White Story, I got that from Clive, who remixed Black and White, Black Roses and Broader Than Broadway rhythm. And then I did it. I sang on that and went up to number 5 on the reggae charts back in the late 80s into the 90s. Yes. Mm-hmm. Performing with Shabba, performing with Flower Gun, performing with Shaggy, performing with Public Enemy. People don't even know that I did all of that. I have the list. Matter of fact, I still have the list that I wrote of all the performances that I was supposed to do right here. And it's an old list that I typed up years ago on a regular typing computer, typewriter. And look, it has me on stage with Shinehead and Sister Carol in Billboard in 1989. It has me on stage with Mikey Jarrett, Trevor Sparks, Sleepy Wonder in 1990 at Island Club. And it had me on doing Shabba Ranks. I opened the show for Shabba Ranks May 30th at the Q Club. I got a whole list of what I was doing, even with Public Enemy and everybody in Ireland. So I've been there.
Greatness, family. So all this energy you see about him putting on and promoting, he's been around the music industry for years, succeeded, been there, done that. If you need advice on that part of lifestyle, you could go to my brother and say, which way should I go or not? Now, let me ask you this. So in the 80s, how you got involved with the Nation of Islam? How did that come about?
Well, and look at the picture I just found, Garfield. You're going to remember this dude.
Right.
Brother Ramza.
Ramza with the jewelry. Ramza with the jewelry. Right. That's my
heart, my brethren. If late great Ramza used to make all the jewelry. Khalid used to wear the ring. Everybody don't know that's the ring that Khalid used
now. If I dig up my jewelry in my storage, I got jewelry from Ramza.
Exactly. So I got into the Nation. Remember, I was in the 5% Nation from young. From 14 years of age, was still with my Rasta and everything moving on. And then I went into the Ansar Allah community, Dr. York, Imam Issa. Mm-hmm. From there, in that community, while I was living in that community, I'm not one of those people that was outside. While I was living at a community, I was in the house and I fell asleep. Had a dream about Minister Farrakhan. This was in 1985, right before he did the Madison Square Garden thing. Yeah, the power thing. And so when I left that community in 88, I went into the reggae business, still doing what I do. But Dr. York, let me say something. Dr. York was the first to record me in his studio, right across the street from that masjid over there. So I know the children, most of the older children, all that. And then when I left that community in 88 and came back to New York from in 89 and came into New York, I started going back into my reggae roots because I won all of the different the online contests on reggae while I was Muslim and transitioning into the Nation of Islam. And then I went into the Nation of Islam in 1989. I went into the Nation of Islam. Dr. Khalid was one. Conrad was there back in those days. Minister Kevin was there. The late great Minister Kevin, late great Khalid was there. So that's where, and then that's when Supreme Captain at that time was Abdul Sharif Muhammad, and his the other Supreme Captain was, of course, Mustafa. They was managing me as a reggae artist in the Nation of Islam. So I opened up and performed before Farrakhan. I performed with Khalid when Khalid brought Ice Cube. Ice Cube didn't perform, but he was backstage with us. I met Ice Cube that time, and I opened up that show at the Armory. So that's where the history started. Started right those transitional times, those pivotal moments in my life. And I was just promoting those times. I promoted for Dr. York as far as Imam Issa back in those. I promoted for the Nation of Islam when it came to those. I brought Khalid to Canada. You know, that's where all that travel. Me and you know, you was working with Luciano and you was getting into different things. I think.
All the time. Hey, and for those who don't know, when I started with the Nation of Islam and we started doing, yo, what the organization make you work, brother? Oh my God. I couldn't recite and get my ex because they had me everywhere. Coney Island, 158. I'm doing security for the minister when he come in town.
Exactly.
I'm doing security at this concert, that concert. I'm working. One thing the Nation of Islam tell me to do is work.
They got work.
To work all over. So I would work one job and then leave that job to another job, to another job. Hey, and for those who don't know, we used to do Spike Lee movies.
That's right.
I was there to take shots for Spike Lee. If y'all
That's
had
right. We did.
Spike Lee had beef. We had beef.
We had beef. That's right. We did security for Spike. We did. We did. Remember the movie, the shows at Steeplechase? I got those jobs through my connections to the clubs.
Right.
And that's what we got to say. Yeah. So you know, that time, you know, it was Dennis and of course Brother James and all them and Anthony Muhammad, X-Men Security. Big up to GM Anthony all the time.
We Muhammad too.
Yeah, man. We and Wayne of the late great Wayne. Of course, Minister Nelson was with us at that time, and we was on it, man. We was working. Turn up.
Hey, so you're with the Nation of Islam now, and I saw a video. There's this video that people always show of you in Canada teaching. You're always teaching.
Yes.
So you were based sometimes in Canada then.
Yeah, I was back and forth between Canada, and I always kept a close connection to Captain Dennis, Minister Conrad, and Minister Khalid. So at that time, you know, we're always propelled right there to the front. We always with those guys right on tight. So I was bringing Khalid to Canada. So that's the video you're seeing, me doing a television show, bringing Khalid Mohammed to Canada in 1993 to debate the Arabs and the Jews. And both of them didn't show up. The Arabs and the Jews did not show up for this debate. They ran away from this debate, but he tore the place down. I couldn't even put up the whole video because it was a VHS and it was already damaged. So I wanted to put up the whole thing. Even when the Arabs and the Jews was in the audience trying to ask him questions, he demolished them. And that's the time when he was doing the tour about the Malcolm X situation because Spike Lee came out with the movie.
Right.
93, if you remember, you know. So I was in between Canada, and I restarted me and a team of brothers that I got into the nation. We restarted the Nation of Islam study group out there, and now it has built up to I think a temple now in Canada, Montreal, Canada.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah.
You went all over the world. Can you tell us some of the places you have visited, all outside of the United States, and where you have been?
Well, it's more
Africa. Where have
you
been?
And I haven't gotten to Africa yet. I'm working on that, but haven't gotten to. But I've been to Antigua to do what I've done. I've been, of course, Jamaica. We just go throughout Jamaica. Definitely, I was doing a lot of more work in the United States, up the East Coast to Canada. I was working more in Canada. Let me take that. Sorry, let me turn off that. I was working more towards Canada. I didn't been all over the world like that yet. It was more just working on the East Coast because, you know, our work in the nation was, the messenger was really always focused on North America and America. That's why people like Sister Shahrazad Ali will always tell you his work is here in America. Here is for the lost and found brothers and sisters here in America. So that's why she always stayed on that. But yeah, our work was so predicated on the East Coast. I did a lot of stuff, but I've been on every major venue in New York City except the Barclays Center, because by the time the Barclays Center was built, where Dr. Sabi's office was, I was already left that promotion and that reggae stuff, to the point when I left, I wrote my book, No Promotion is Bad Promotion. Just spell my name right. It's on Amazon right now, and I got pictures and all the verification, all the receipts in that book for what I've done.
I gotta buy that, man.
Yeah, it's out there, man. It's called No Promotion is Bad Promotion. All publicity is good publicity. Just spell my name right. And all in there you got you got all the pictures of different people, all the reggae artists, all the people in there that I worked with, Beanie Man, Third World. Everybody is in there with me. So you know, and that's the deep thing about that. Go ahead.
What I mean, we both have. I mean, we know the slave theater and all that stuff with the slave theater and the greats. And you know, when people ask me, I say, "Oh, what where you know, you part of, they don't understand that a conscious community is based off of the slave theater. Even the
Yes.
gentleman that used to videotape, that's who taught Sarnetta how to get into that. They don't even know about transatlantic
Nah,
world, and how.
nah.
Well, I've been a part of that. I was actually at the slave theater when Curtis Slewa was outside
Yep.
videotaping and recording people because they didn't want to let white people in.
That's
People
right.
don't
That's
know
right.
what conscious community is and what these elders fought for. This is
That's
why
right.
I say when we think of Dr. Ben, it wasn't only Dr. Ben and Dr. Clark alone.
No.
It was a lot of people. I mean, the Ashra Crazies. It was
Sertima.
as bad as Dr. People might think of Dr. Yard now. It goes back to those people trying to give knowledge to the people.
Exactly.
And that's where it comes out of us. So Sarnetta, how you met Sarnetta, by the way?
Man, I met Sarnetta on the streets of New York because they told me people told me about Sarnetta. Sarnetta was told about me. So, because I've been doing what I was doing and doing, but I was transitioning back into the consciousness because after I left the nation and all that and became inactive, I went back into the clubs. I went back into the party stuff. So I threw in every party. And like I always say, I throw every party except gay parties. I don't do those type of parties. So, I mean, ain't like that. So, but I've thrown the parties. Swinging parties. I've done strip shows. I've done most of the major strippers from that day know me from back in the day because I used to book them. So I booked them throughout Canada. But I met Sarnetta on the street doing his thing, like with that blowhorn. And then Khalid used to speak about him to me too, because me and Khalid was still quite talking to each other because he always wanted me to bring him back into Canada. But we got banned from Canada, so I couldn't bring him back to Canada. So, and I remember Khalid telling me about Sarnetta and being an agitator back in the day. And when I asked Sarnetta about that, he said, yeah, I was called an agitator. And I said, yeah, we was always, back and forth because, one thing with Dr. Khalid, may he rest in peace, the brother, he was very staunch with the lessons of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. He knew those lessons. And people don't realize that when the messenger always say, watch out for those cameras, he really meant watch those cameras because those cameras can be very dangerous. He told that to Malcolm and he told that to Minister Farrakhan. He told that to all of the ministers in the Nation of Islam. So Khalid was very keen about how he manipulated and did. And I wrote a special thing in this book about Dr. Khalid as far as using shock and controversy. And one thing about Sarnetta, he was good at shocking and being controversial on those streets to getting people bowing down. He had those signs. Him and Dr. Jack Felder, the late Dr. Jack Felder, they had all those signs up there. And that's where I actually finally got to meet Sarnetta, and we became good brothers over that. This is like over 20-something years. Over 20-something years now, man.
Beautiful. Now, moving forward, how you got into numbers? How you got into numbers?
My grandmother was always, you remember, Granny used to have a big box of card and all them used to send holiday card, all of that. So I grew up with that type of sense. So I was always wondering why my grandmother always sent me to the mailbox to deliver cards for somebody's birthday before their birthday even came up, because she said she wanted it to get there on time before the birthday coming. So by the time the birthday went, and she always put money in the card. So that's just how she was a nurse, a registered nurse from Jamaica to America. She was a nurse in Cumberland Hospital, Jewish Hospital, all those hospitals throughout Brooklyn. She was a nurse and a midwife. She brought the midwifery from Jamaica here, and she was doing that. So I used to watch her. So she used to send me and my sister and my cousins to the mailbox to always drop in this mail. So I paid attention to that. Then when I got into the 5% Nation, the numbers of the lessons was also predicated in because they do a certain form of numerology with the mathematics where knowledge is 1 is knowledge, wisdom is 2, 3 is understanding. That's in my book too. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. This was the first numerology book that I wrote. Right. And I put it in my book about the lessons.
Giving you a shout out. I think she has your book. She gave you a shout out.
Oh, big up. Thank you. So that started my quest into numerology studying. And then when I went into the Ansarullah community, Dr. York broke down about the number 19, taking it from an Arab that was doing it. And he broke down the number 19. Over it is 19 in the Quran and talking about 1 and 9 and all that. Then I got into it from that perspective. Is when I left the Ansar community and went into, came back to New York. Because when I left Bushwick, when I was in Bushwick, they sent me to Cleveland. Then I came to Philly and I left from Philly, came back to New York. And then I was listening to Gary Bird, Imhotep Gary Bird, and Lloyd Strayhorn. in 1989. And that is when I called in on my birthday around February 1st, on my birthday, Lloyd read my name and my number like a book. And that's what caught me. And Lloyd, Farrakhan said of Lloyd Strayhorn, he said, Lloyd is doing a superior form of supreme mathematics. Farrakhan said that to Lloyd at WBLS back in the day.
Right.
I understood that mathematics is life and life is mathematics, and it always stands true, just like Islam is life. Like we used to say, Islam is mathematics, mathematics is Islam. It always stands true. And when I understood the numbers and its interpretation and finding out that it comes from African history predating Pythagoras, who went into India and went into Kemet in Africa to study and then became the father of whoever in Greece, I understood that this is ours. This is not nothing European. It's older than what people call the quote unquote new age. It's older than that. And so that's when I got into numbers. And since there, I wrote 3 books in numerology right now, and showing people that numerology is not psychic, Garfield. Numerology is an applied mathematics that can be applied physical and spiritual. I'm studying books. I just bought a book on by Sylvester Gates, the string theorist, on Einstein and all that, because I study all different types of applications of numbers to make what I do better for people, because it's not, numbers don't control you. It's like a GPS. It's here to guide you. You put in the right address, which can be your birthday and your name, and then it directs you where you need to go. That's how I use numbers. And people got to realize that. That's why I tell people, when you do a numerovation session with me, I'm here to help you maximize and activate so you at least be navigated to go where you need to go in life. And that's how numbers are connected to the human being.
Oh, man. Beautiful. I want to say, first of all, you got 2. How many books do you have out?
I have 4 books. My first book was No Promotion is Bad Promotion on Amazon also.
Right.
My second book is Numbers Are Simple, People Are Complicated. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. The third book is Numbers Are Simple, Our Children's Health is Important. I got 2 of my grandchildren on the front. And then my last book that I just wrote is called Numerovation for Mental Stability, using numbers and it says a numerovational guide for recognizing mental instability and staying motivated. And these 3 books, I want to say first, Dr. Africa is the publisher of these 3 books. He believed in me so much before he transitioned. He actually did the publishing for these books. So anytime you support me with these books, you're supporting Dr. Laila Africa and his legacy and his journey and what he did. Big up to his wife. She's not really speaking that much anymore, but she's just doing her work and still doing the products. And I still get my residual checks from that family. Charles Childs Printing, Dr. Africa's printing company. Because
12/28/1976. That's Monica Lamb's birthday. She wants you to give her some information.
First of all, she's born the same day as Denzel Washington. Interesting enough. Yeah, she's born the same day as Denzel Washington. And this year in particular, if you add it to 2021, it equals 2061. And 2 + 6 + 1 = 9. Miss Lamb, this is a year going into next year is a year for you to remove people, places, and things that don't serve your highest and wisest purpose. If they're not serving your highest, they got to go, because you got a mission that you got to go on moving forward. Motivating you, this cleansing period that you're in is to fulfill your dreams, whatever old things that you did not want to fulfill from your past. This is a good cycle for you to do it, because you're going to go into a good 1-year personal cycle next year in 2022. And 1 is a business number, but it's also a number of new beginnings, new people, new business, new attitude, new movement. So you have to cleanse first. You have to do the necessary cleansing first. Always detoxify yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually before your next birthday in 2022, because you're going into a high level power cycle next year for yourself. So pay attention, Miss Lang.
All right. All right, Mo, you got that one for free, man.
You got that one for free. I do consultations, family, but I have a waiting list. I'll tell you the truth. After I usually do these interviews and all that, I usually get a lot of people responding. And if people do want to book a session with me, remember, I don't do readings. I'm not into readings. They got a negative connotation in readings. I do consultation, consulting you to guide you with your numbers so it can motivate you to move forward. That's what I'm into, because numbers are the closest things to us right now that can bring a certain understanding of the universe. That's why Galileo and Isaac Newton, all of them, everybody said the universe is mathematics. But if the universe is mathematics, Garfield, and we are living on Earth in the universe, how come we're not connected to this mathematics? What is wrong with our people to understand this mathematics?
Science is mathematics. We got somebody near September 18th. Oh, before you do that,
yeah,
what is your Cash App?
My Cash App is $King Simon 3158.
Mo, put it in the chat so I could put it on the screen.
$King Simon 3158. Simon, Simon, not Simone. Simon. Just want to make sure.
September 18th. DM.
September 18th. First of all, in this year, since your birthday, put that up on the screen. You got put their birthday on the screen.
Oh, the birthday on the screen.
Yeah, you can put that. You can scroll that. But yeah, September 18th. First of all, they're born the same day as one of my sons, and I had to instruct him the other day. But right now, you're in a 5-year cycle. You're in the crossroads of your life of making some major decisions for the next couple of years. 5-year cycle is usually a number of completion, a number not of completion, a number of communication, the need to promote whatever business you're in. This is a good expansion cycle for you to promote whatever business you have, or create a business, or create a new product from your business. And because you're born on the 18th, one thing about people born on the 18th, they can make money out of crisis. Like things like what's going on in this time with the so-called thing that's going on, the reset that's happened. It's always good for 18s to always think about how they can make money, whether it's crypto, whether it's Bitcoin, wherever they're going. And like Winston Churchill said, who was born November the 30th, he says, never let a good crisis go to waste. That's why most millionaires are making money off of real estate when crises are going down. And people born on your number need to always learn to think like that. Make money during crisis. Always think when things are going down, make money.
April, I'm gonna let you do April 24th, and I'm gonna let you do one last one, your most difficult one. April 24th.
Now, this person, the year that you're in now, first of all, 24 is always beautiful people. People that's born under the 6th, the 15th, or the 24th of the month. Usually, I find to be very beautiful in spirit, beautiful energy, very healing. She's a healer by nature, and she's hard-headed because she's a Taurus. We understand that hard-headed energy. But you attract people that need healing. So you always got to find balance in what you do and how you do things with people. And you always got to learn to protect your energy, because when you add that 4, which is the 4-month plus the 6, that adds up to 10, you always got to circulate your conversation with people to be very clearly, but be very healing. I would say for somebody like you to start producing products, because right now you're in a 6 personal year cycle. When you add the 4 plus the 24 plus the 2021, it adds up to 2049, and 2 plus 4 plus 9 equals 15, which is a 6. So this is a year to find balance, to create products, to deal with family and family issues. It's also a good year for pregnancy, but not just pregnancy with baby, but pregnant with new ideals, pregnant with new business supposed to come out in this year. And you're also in the crossroads of your life. Next year is going to be the last crossroad of your life, but crossroads only means you got to cross over. Make the decision to do what you need to do to take care of yourself and your family at all costs.
Let me give you a hardest birthday for Reed. My birthday. Mine with Enki. What's Enki? That's 2 different. We said the man them done out him channel get techno and all that craziness. How me and Enki born on the scene? Well, me, Enki, and Mike Tyson.
Which is so interesting. I talk about y'all all the time too. What's so interesting? All 3 of y'all are in an expansion cycle of a number 5. When you add the day you're born and the month that you're born, the day you're born, and the year we're in, it adds up to 2057. And 2 plus 5 plus 7 equals 14, which is 5. Now, on the negative, that's the number of controversy, reckless talk, reckless movements. On the other side is a number of expansion and growth. Look at Tyson is expanding and growing. Mm-hmm. Because of his controversy, 3s and 5 go through that madness. 3 and 5 always go. And since y'all are born on the 30th, y'all have an extremity, because anything that the 0 adds come after, it adds power, it adds potential. So 3 goes through extremities in their life, whether it's extreme with families, extreme in relationship, extreme with this, extreme with that. That's why they get into a lot of arguments. That's why I always tell people born under the 3rd or the 12th or the 21st or the 30th of the month that they must be careful with their mouth, be careful of their diction, what they're saying to people, because what they say to people can hurt and trigger reckless talk and scandal. Look at young Pharaoh born on the 30th. Look what he's going through. Wow. Look what you see. Wow. Look what people like Tiger Woods has gone through. People born under that 3 energy always. Even Tahaka Bay is born on the 21st. They like that controversy. They like that energy. They love that energy. So I always pay attention to that. So this is a good year for you to expand people born under your birthday. You, the Tysons, the Inkies. This is a good year to expand and not destroy your expansion. And the only way you're not going to destroy your expansion is by how you talk to people, because 3 is an expressive energy. Writing, talking, music, business, all of that you can expand in. But don't let the 3 get you caught up in your reckless talk that you can destroy friendship instead of building bridges.
I think that's one of the reasons why I decided to do this show.
That's it.
Get away from, some of the controversy. And a matter of fact, I was gonna bring on Taharka and Inky and do a show called Conflict Resolutions Moving Forward for 2022. But I don't even know how to get in contact with Inky right now. But
hit him up on Instagram. He answers his Instagram.
All right, I hit him up.
Yeah, but, that should be done with them, because to me, they're all good brothers. And, he said something on Tahaka's show that I had something against him, and that's not true. It's just that when he rubbed me the wrong way the first time I met him with Polite, who brought him in, that's when he rubbed me the wrong way, kind of basically disrespected me at Martin Luther King High School. So from not Martin Luther King, on the Marcus Garvey Center that I used to produce all those events. And from that time, I just don't leave. I leave him alone. I left him alone. That's it. Whether he was dealing with abundance or dealing with Polite, I kept him at distance, because I understood that me and him, from that, when you rub me wrong in a one way, I'm like, nah, I'm not going to deal with that. I don't like that energy.
But again, it goes back to that energy too, because a lot of things on the negative you say, I do see that in me. And we've talked every year on my birthday, you do come and say, gee, this is what it is.
Stay focused.
So at the end of the day,
Garfield is just here to help you navigate. Just like when some of us put on a GPS and we still know how to get home, but you want to hear the voice in your ear. Turn left, go here, go up. In Jamaica, it's turn right, turn over your saw, go up that saw. It's a different language in Jamaica.
Yeah, hey, but listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is King Simon. His Cash App is on the screen. Again, I don't want to keep these shows long to go an hour, because I know how our people are. And this brother has come out a far way, man. And it's somebody who you want to talk to and to give you a positive energy, a positive light. This is the brother to reach out to. Again, King Simon, give out your Instagram, because that's why everybody want to contact people.
Okay, it's King Simon Productions on Instagram. It could be King_Simon_production, but you could just put up King Simon Production with an S at the end of production, or go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. It's in your private chat if you wanted to put it up, but it's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. You'll find everything. Or if you want to get all my books, go through King Simon the Numero Veta on Linktree. That's King Simon the Numero Veta on Linktree. You can get all 4 of my books. You can go to my YouTube channel, which I have Professor James Smalls this Sunday. I got Professor James Smalls this Sunday on my channel. And I got Priestess Yendez on my channel speaking about menopause on my channel on Wednesday. So ladies that are going through menopause or might go through it, she's going to show you from a spiritual and a physical perspective how to handle it and become a menopause goddess instead of being suffering from menopause. So I try to keep those educational things going for the men and women.
Hey, thank you, my brother.
Thank you, man. Love you, man. Love you all the time, Garfield. We go back. Always, you know I got ready, man. Respect.
Always. Right. Peace and love. Not love. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, again, this is episode 3 of the Brother Garfield podcast. Next week, Friday, I hope to have Killer Priest from Wu-Tang Clan on December 10th. And then on the 17th, I don't know who I have yet, but we're going to keep doing what we're doing. King Simon is definitely somebody who I love and admire, and is always going to be in my life no matter what, whether we agree or disagree. All right? So peace and love to the brother, and love his energy always, and he always leaves us with a smile. That's at the end of the day. And I'm going to leave y'all with a smile. All right, peace and love, family. I love y'all, man. Thanks for the support.